What's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. I'm Mickey. Today I'm going to talk to you about why everyone that purchases a new software should pay for training and implementation. So a lot of the customers that we work with QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Desktop, Microsoft Dynamics, Sage products, SAP products, and the ones that are having the worst experiences did not opt to pay for advanced training for their respective platform. Today I'm going to tell you why it's absolutely necessary that you pay for the implementation and the training services so that someone who knows what they're doing will help you set up your system. So I'm going to give you 4 reasons. Reason number 1. Basically, anybody who does these trainings at any company like SAP or Microsoft, like QuickBooks, or even like us at LaceUp, they've been trained for years and years and years how to best implement one of these systems. Now what happens is, if you don't work with one of these people, one of these experts, all you're doing is you're exchanging your time for their time, right? Which assumes that their time is more valuable than your time. Now if you look at it from a dollars per hour standpoint, maybe that's the case. Maybe the consultant's wanting to charge you $100 to $150 an hour, and maybe you don't think you're worth that much. But you have to realize that you are costing double. Why? Because you're costing to learn the solution to the problem, and you're costing to implement the solution to the problem. You're better off, instead of exchanging your time for theirs, you're better off hiring them, paying them their month or their hourly training and implementation fees to get the software set up. So the second reason why you want to follow or why you want to hire someone to do your training and implementation is that every software has a unique workflow. So what do I mean by a unique workflow? For instance, in QuickBooks, for a pre-sale company, the orders come in as a sales order, they get picked and packed, they get adjusted, and then they get converted to an invoice. This ensures that you're going to be able to track back orders on the order when it goes from a sales order to an invoice. In that example in particular, a lot of my customers, they opt to put the transaction in as an invoice directly. Now, a decision like this will cost a customer a tremendous amount of money because they lose the ability to track back orders. Now, this is only an example in QuickBooks, but this example is something that can be reflected on every other ERP system if it's not properly implemented by a trainer. So if you don't follow the exact workflow that was designed for the system, you're going to lose out on functionality that's very beneficial to you and your business. So reason number 2, if you don't set it up right, you're going to mess up the workflow and you're going to lose features and functionality. So reason number 3 why you should pay a person to train and implement your software is that it's so expensive to go back after the fact and fix a problem. So what happens, for instance, if you set up a QuickBooks or an accounting system without units of measure, and all of a sudden you have your inventory without units of measure, and at some point in the future you realize that you want to be able to credit by the each or sell by the case and by the each, and I know this is a specific example, but what happens when you have to go back and implement units of measure? When you go back to do this, your inventory is going to be completely screwed, and you're going to have to invest thousands of dollars to go count your inventory, make sure that it's correct, make sure that it ties in with your units of measure. So you end up wasting all this time to retrofit this feature that you've implemented to your existing workflow. Okay, so that's reason number 3. Now, reason number 4, and perhaps the most obvious yet most important, is you want to pay someone so that you can save time. Time, for those of you at a certain point in business, is much more valuable than money. It's not even close. You want to save the maximum amount of time so that you can do things that are much more valuable than sitting around playing with a system. So if you pay somebody to implement a system, to train you, to show you how everything should be set up, to set up the proper workflows, you're going to save time from the get-go and in the long run. So even if these guys are charging you $100, $200 an hour, that time is so valuable. Do it. Why are you investing in the system anyways? It's not worth it. So again, you want to invest to save time. okay? And in my opinion, my time is more valuable than anybody who I'm paying $100 and $200 an hour for. So anyways, those are 4 reasons why you should pay someone to do your training, implementation, and workflows when implementing your system. Do not purchase a system without having an expert in their field help you set it up. Otherwise, it'll be a complete waste of time. You're gonna be inefficient. You're gonna have to pay it anyways down the road, and you're just cutting corners. Don't buy a system without the proper training. If you have any questions on this video, or if you wanna know any more reasons why you should hire people to do this process, hit me in the comments down below and I'll give you my feedback. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care. See you next time.